much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take
out on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 4 with a first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he cuts it back left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Interception. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So had they scored, still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset because they scored.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to bring your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guy it is. And I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with a
drive. This run stays up the middle here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Bills down by 7. Bills line up at the 3. Here he'll look into the end zone and ends up working for a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 3. Offense now with the shot after the interception. He's going to get into the open, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Now trailing by just 3.
There's blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quick. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. Time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Their dangerous wide receiver. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget you're catching it with your hands or cradling it. Comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Detroit! Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction. And stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. What do you do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle.
Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing right, and that's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the fly over the big American flag.
Start the game off, move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but a touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
And you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. 20. 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And that score and the point after will knock this ball game up.
And when you're playing from behind, all you want to do is get back to even and, in a sense, start over again. That's exactly what they were able to accomplish.
Rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team gets towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, you never know what you're going to expect. Good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game.
Field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
Now hold every. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8. We'll see, maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
One more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets this.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure
It's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The beated blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run. Timing between the quarterback and the receiver, they were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the...
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but people
here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
So he took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt. Try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here. To try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Right side. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Well, coaches always talk about the important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He finds Coleman, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Coleman in the final minute, and the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point.
Defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now hold every
A little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football defense.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly.
Sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
The screen was executed in.
And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
New York
Up to the end. So these guys need to keep the focus on this game and not start looking ahead to the postseason. It's the Bills going up. Charles Davis.
right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've got a full half season.
Defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. But it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. It's on fourth and a yard. They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it. for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he fires one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but
Going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. On play action, they'll throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run.
Extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They give them 13. Oh, they're magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is an...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go. No, check, Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across mid. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. In the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick.
In that ranking. So with the call of this week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentator, Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make a Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
On 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off. To understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside. Good for the completion.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the side. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you. I feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another to the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. Where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot. That's a big-time play by the defense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. That one complete to Anderson. The 30. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.